the way Christians grow is not linear. You might think that by the way we do programming in our church. Sometimes churches will program their church life out. Attend this class, 101, and then 201, and then 301, then 401. And after you do 401, then you're kind of there. You've arrived. And no church means to communicate that, but it's kind of implicit in that approach. But that's not how spiritual growth happens in your life, is it? Spiritual growth doesn't happen as you go through classes. Spiritual growth happens when you're living your life and bam, something happens. And all of a sudden, you don't know what to do next. All of a sudden, you're wrestling with the truth of, is God really good? Is God really sovereign? Can I really trust him? Maybe you get a medical diagnosis and all of a sudden you've only got 6 months to live unless something dramatic happens. And in that moment, you begin to wrestle with those kinds of theological truths. That's when you grow. You don't grow just because you attend a class on the Trinity that covers the truth, well, God is sovereign over all things. That maybe is information that's in your head, but it's not information that's in your heart until you have one of those moments, those pivotal moments in your life that require you to choose, do I believe it or do I not believe it? That's when you grow. And when those moments hit your life, you don't need to be alone. You don't need to try to call the pastor who doesn't even know your name. You need a small group, a community of people who know you, who are walking with you, who can pray with you, for you, and remind you of the goodness of God, even in those difficult moments, even when you're doubting. Those need to grow moments. There's other moments, maybe they're not need to grow moments, they're need to know moments. So for me, one of these moments was when Blaze was born. It was, I knew, I should probably be a godly dad, and there's probably information on how to raise kids and all that stuff. But it was never important information to me until I actually had a child. And in that moment, it was like, I gotta stinking figure this out. So the Lord began to, in that moment, grow my faith. And I needed a community in that moment. I needed someone who could come around me, and luckily for me, I had a group of mentors and a group of people who helped me, and they sat with me and Audrey. They talked to us about parenting and stuff like that. Those moments happen in your life. And it's not just with wisdom knowledge like that, it's also theological knowledge. Maybe you don't care really, you believe the Trinity, but you don't really know how to explain it, and it's never really been important to you, but then a Jehovah Witness comes, knocks on your door, and they begin challenging you about your beliefs, and you're starting to wonder, how do I defend my faith in the Trinity? And all of a sudden, information that was maybe kind of sort of important became very, very important to you in that moment because you're in a need-to-know moment. And listen, that's how you grow as a Christian, is it not? If you look back at your Christian life, it was those seasons when life got difficult, or you were on the spot, or you didn't really know, or all of a sudden, I've got to figure this out. It is in those moments that God blew up your faith. Before that, it was just a crawl, but now it's a sprint.